It was a freezing winter morning when everything changed. While checking on the massive farm tractor, a movement in the deep snow caught the farmer's eye. There, huddled tightly against the giant frozen tire, was a tiny, helpless ball of fur. It was a wild kitten, completely frozen, shivering uncontrollably, and on the absolute brink of losing its life to the harsh winter. Without a second thought, the farmer scooped up the fragile creature into his warm hands. He tucked the tiny kitten safely inside his heavy winter jacket, right next to his heart, rushing it away from the biting cold. Back inside the warmth of the cabin, the true rescue began. The farmer gently placed the wild kitten on a soft plaid blanket right in front of a roaring, cozy fireplace. At first, the little one was terrified, darting under the dark safety of the couch to hide from this strange new world. But patience wins over fear. With an old medicine dropper, the farmer slowly offered fresh milk. Cautiously, those big wild eyes looked up, and the kitten began to lap up the milk, tasting safety for the very first time. Before long, it was confidently drinking from a small saucer, its belly finally full. As the days went by, a beautiful bond started to form. The kitten, whom the farmer named Hero, began to realize he was safe. He would sit softly on the white rug, gently licking the farmer's fingers as a silent thank you. Soon Hero made himself completely at home. He would curl up asleep on the cozy brown blankets or playfully hide inside the farmer's red metal toolbox, treating the heavy wrenches like his personal playground. The wild spirit was still there, visible when he would excitedly jump and dance across the wooden floors, chasing after feather toys with wild ninja-like agility. Hero wasn't just a pet. He was growing into the absolute boss of the farm. He loved hitching a ride on the farmer's shoulder, looking around like a tiny king supervising his kingdom. He became a constant companion in the kitchen too, sitting high up on the wooden countertops, closely watching the farmer cook breakfast. When it was time to relax, Hero would hop right onto the recliner, settling on top of the morning newspaper, demanding that the farmer stop reading and pay attention to him instead. The wild kitten grew into a majestic, incredibly fluffy adult Palace's cat, but his love for his human never faded. Every morning began with a beautiful routine on the sunlit wooden deck. Hero would stand up on his hind legs, stretching his paws high into the air, eagerly waiting for the farmer to step out with a hot cup of coffee. The farmer would playfully lower the cup, and Hero would nuzzle against it, demanding his morning rubs. Their bond was sealed with absolute trust, shown during their playful wrestling matches on the living room rug, where Hero would roll on his back, playfully biting at the farmer's thick leather protective gloves, while the farmer laughed with pure joy. Life on the farm became a grand adventure for Hero. He accompanied the farmer everywhere, even out to the barn to feed the livestock. While the farmer pitched fresh hay to the cows, Hero would confidently patrol the wooden rafters above, looking down like a proud supervisor. He loved the winter snow now, no longer fearing it. He would walk side by side with the farmer through the deep snowdrifts, leaving tiny paw prints next to heavy boot tracks. He would sit proudly on the wooden fence posts, his thick, luxurious gray fur keeping him perfectly warm against the winter chill. Hero's role on the farm expanded to the fields as well. He became the ultimate co-pilot, sitting proudly inside the warm glass cabin of the green tractor, keeping a watchful eye on the snowy fields ahead as the farmer steered. He even made friends with the farm's largest residents, sitting calmly on the wooden barn rails, exchanging curious glances and soft nose-to-nose greetings with the massive dairy cows. But out of all his adventures, Hero's absolute favorite time was evening relaxation. The moment the farmer would lie down on the couch to rest, Hero and his tiny, incredibly fluffy kittens would turn him into a human jungle gym. The adorable family of fluff balls would pile right onto the farmer's chest and stomach, kneading softly and purring contentedly. From a freezing, abandoned kitten under a tractor tire to the majestic, undisputed king of the farm, Hero's journey is a beautiful testament to the power of a little kindness. Out in the vast barn, the kittens now practice balancing on the narrow wooden rails right in front of the cows, learning the ropes of the family business. And at the end of every long day, as the golden sun sets over the snowy horizon, Hero returns to where his journey first began, right at the farmer's feet, resting his head against the warm leather boot, completely safe, incredibly loved, and forever home.